So we have Father Simon who's here with us. Father Simon has known my sister and I since we were very, very young. He used to toss my brother in the air and turn him upside down many, many times when he was much, much younger. So without further ado, I'll invite Father Simon to give the blessing for the food.
My memory is perfect, short. So I have to open my eyes here. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. God our Father and Lord of all creation, we gather here now to celebrate the love and commitment of James and Celine as they share their first meal together as husband and wife. We thank you for giving your holy blessing today upon their marriage and ask that you continue to bless them with your love and mercy throughout their lives together. Let this be the first of many loving meals shared together with your family and friends, and blessed by your amazing grace with James and with Celine, as we are their family, friends, and loved ones gathered here in your presence. We ask for a holy blessing upon this meal together, as we all say, bless us, O Lord, and these are the gifts which we are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you. We are going to start with some appetizers first. So sit back and relax, and I want to thank all of you for being here today. There are many of us here who have traveled very far away from the US, from Canada, from the UK, from Indonesia as well as from Australia. A very big contingent of Aussies are there. Hello, and thank you all for coming and for making the trip, and for our local travelers as well, from Singapore and Malaysia as well. Thank you for coming.
This afternoon that I wasn't going to be able to escape standing up saying something today. I had to think about a theme which would kind of string along my thoughts, because my family has known me since she was 4 and James since he was about 7, I think, 6 or 7. And we have known them through mothers who nurtured them with love and who recognize this importance of play in the lives of children. So you had Eve, who would drop the twins, May and Lee, at my place, 35 Jalan 14/28, very near in PJ, became a base for the children's activities. Lee and May would spend time, and our 2 children, Marjorie and Paul, were slightly elder than them, and quite a lot elder than them, and they loved playing elder siblings to them. And James went to school, Sri Pataling, the primary school quite near our place, with our eldest, Mark, and they were classmates since, was it P2? Primary 2? Yes. Got up to all kinds of mischief in school together. His mother, his late mother, used to drive her vintage old Morris Minor, blue color, just to bring James over. They weren't too far away, but to bring him over to play at our place with Mark. And so we actually had very happy childhood memories of these 2 at different times. They didn't meet when they were kids. Growing up and enjoying playing together, happy childhood memories in our place, and also when Eve organized picnics. She's a very good organizer, you will all know that. When she organized picnics in near the lake, under the trees, I'm afraid all those things have gone now, right? Yeah, so the kids would have their picnics there, and we have pictures of the happy times they had as children. I say celebrating childhood because I think most of us will remember some happy moments in our own childhood. And it's now widely believed that people with happy childhood memories are actually shaped by those experiences. You are happier, much more balanced people when you have some happy memories to think of and to smile about, even in our senior years. Right? So, I would like to move on to just to say that actually the person who should have been making this speech is Mark, who was supposed to have been the best man for James today. But unfortunately, he couldn't get his leave to come back here for this very special occasion, so you have us. Very grateful on his behalf. Right, I will now hand the mic over to Peter, who only realized he had to say something 1 minute ago. So here he is.
That's the law of husbands, so beware, James. James left to study in Singapore shortly after his primary school, but the friendship between James and Mark continued, strengthened by regular returns to his PJ base during his holidays. Over the years, James and Mark have stayed in touch, and in fact, as Audrey mentioned, Mark should be the one standing here making the speech. But here I am, you have me anyway. So we have the scene set, children of family friends meeting decades later in Singapore through the good works of Audrey and falling in love. Today we are here to celebrate your wedding and to wish them happiness and God's blessing of love, peace, and joy as they journey together as man and wife. And all the best of luck to you, James. This is one of the many times when I have the last word.
On your tables, 2 envelopes, right? The moment has come when you are allowed to actually open them. And we would like to thank May very much for her skill in getting the pictures from the past ready for you to view today. Celebrating childhood, happy pictures of Lee, Celine, and James at our house at Celine. Thank you and we wish you all the best.
Section 14 The next item on the agenda. Oh, very excited people. We're going to invite the happy couple to come up to cut the cake and pop the champagne. Another time. Apparently I have to do it 2 more times. Yeah? 2 more times. So 2 more times. Second round. Selamat play over there. You think the boy is good? Are your voices intact? Back room cannot hear you at all. Okay, have to raise voices at the back there. Back room, all together now.
I have to refer to my notes, otherwise I won't remember. So, thank you all of you for coming here today to celebrate the marriage of James and Celine. I'm actually flattered that they asked me to speak here, but I actually struggled initially with figuring out what should I say. Well, luckily, in the long flight from San Francisco, I was able to, kind of sort through my memories and crystallize my thoughts. So the first thing that came to my mind was that I wish that my mother was here to see James married. She would have welcomed Celine to the family with great joy, and she would be really happy for James that he has found his mate, someone to share his life journey. And when I first met Celine for the first time, I thought, inside my head, I didn't tell them. I said, wow, how lovely James has found such a sweet, beautiful girl that actually shares his faith and has so much in common with him. So they both love good food, traveling to explore new places, looking at the architecture, the people, the culture, and they'll sample the local cuisine. And I know James loves to shop for unique items, that he could bring home. So, and by the way, we're talking about shopping. You must know usually men hate to shop. But James actually would go shopping with me, which is a great thing for fathers to do, right? So I think that's actually a bonus for any marriage. So I know that James is very committed to Celine and his marriage. He changed his job so that he could be able to spend more time with her. And I've seen how he would plan outings with her likes and dislikes in mind. So, in fact, I must confess one thing. I was envious of Celine. Did you know James proposed to her at the top of the Empire State Building in New York City? I actually never imagined that my brother would be that romantic. So, if you think of romantic love stories, usually they end with the couple getting married. But usually the stories stop there. They don't tell you about how they fared after the marriage and after the wedding. Do they actually live a happily ever after life, right? So having been married myself for more than 25 years, I can tell you that actually the drama is yet to come. There are actually going to be, arguments and fights, and then you make up, So it's going to be, sharing of moments of joy and sometimes sorrow. But I think the ups and downs actually would help deepen your love together. So in closing, I want to thank God for bringing them together, and let us all wish them lots and lots of happiness and love in their life together.
Right now, so do enjoy the food that's been going all around, and I hope you are enjoying yourself thus far. Yeah, thank you. With us, and you'll be giving a speech. So without further ado, my father.
see, it runs in the family. Yeah? Once you put a microphone in front of a yawn, they can't stop speaking. Okay, you can go now. Well, very good afternoon to all honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. I think my daughter was right. I'm a bit nervous because it's the first father of the bride speech. Okay, the first parent in the family. So, well, I just want to thank all of you. No, actually, I'm not supposed to come to that part yet. I think I was, in a way, tricked into making this speech here because I was expecting a rostrum where I can put up all my cue cards, PowerPoint, computer and whatnot. But unfortunately, the only thing that you can put on this table is beer bottles and wine bottles. So I would have to speak from memory, which some of you would know. Yeah, the bride is, the screeching, is it? Okay. Right. Okay. So I haven't started yet, although. Well, let's do it methodologically. Why am I here speaking? Why? Okay, I think some of you may speculate that because I'm paying for part of the bill today. But that's not true. There's nothing at all like that. In fact, this marriage, this wedding, and today's reception, all the events of today have all been carefully planned and choreographed by the bride and bridegroom. Yes. Nothing at all to do with the parents. So today is indeed a day, it's your party, it's your wedding, and they have taken full responsibility for it, including financially, which is why the bride's mother and I are beaming with joy. Because as you all know, for any Malaysians who cross the causeway, our small wealth get divided by 2.5 times at least. So, yeah. So, but I just want to acknowledge the responsible manner and that the bride and bridegroom have really took on this event. You'll notice the invitation is from them. Thanks for inviting me. Okay, as I look around, I can see that, especially from that corner, sorry to put it at the corner, the next time when you come here, I'll get them to tear down the walls. But for today, I'm sorry, but I can see many friends, more of your friends, the bride and bridegroom's friends, than our friends, which I think in this part of the world, you all would know that this is not a traditional way, because traditional way is that 80 or 90% of the guests will be strangers to the bride and bridegroom, because they will be the parents' friends, or the parents' business associates, or a lot of times they are just mere acquaintances of parents. So parents also have a bit of difficulty trying to recognize some of the guests as well. But today is different. Instead of the 80, I call it the 80-20 rule. So for most weddings in this part of the world, 80% of the guests are strangers to the bride and bridegroom. 20% are known to them. Today it's the other way around. It's 20% only known to me, 80% are their friends. So I think it's great to have an occasion like this. This is just warming up, so I haven't realized. She told me 8 minutes. 8 minutes? Yeah. 5 minutes? Okay, 5 minutes. Okay. Well, I just want to acknowledge the friends and relatives that come from afar. And I suppose I got to be a bit biased. Got to get to my siblings first. My brother Wee, who Wee is all the way from Canada. He's quite a famous medical researcher in North America. So he has taken time off his microscope and his experimental rats and whatnot. Come over here to join us. And Valerie or Kapuing and husband Rob from London. Thank you for being here. We really have to make cut a lot of corners. I think a rock have to fly in from US, meet them in Paris, although they live in London, that sort of thing to get here. And, 2 luggages were lost. So thank you coming over. Also from London, I got to acknowledge my twin brother, where's Celine? Oh, there he is. Celine also came all the way back from London to the universe, and he's still eligible for those from Australia, down under, there's a big contingent, as May has mentioned earlier. Auntie Jill Story, who has been a big influence in our life of children. Auntie Belinda and James, with Kevin and Vivian, and it's great to have you all here. Thank you very much. Lane, Michael, and beautiful, very pretty daughter Sarah. Thank you for being here. And of course, I got to be trying to be neutral. Laura and Michael, they have traveled from North America as well to be with us. Nice meeting you. I just met them, very nice people, and I can see where the nice smile and the good mannerisms James came from. Politically correct, huh? So, that's the. Well, I was going to thank Reverend Father Simon, but he's not here, so I don't need to say anything about it. But to all the aunties and uncles whom I can't name, because, of course, sorry, my sister, my sister, my lovely sister, who, she looked after me from young, she powdered me, trying to make me fairer than I am. Powder and whatnot, and I almost choked, dying of powder poisoning when I was young. So, and Dr. Y, thank you for being here. That's Belle's parents. Of course, my brother, luckily I remember him. And with Joe, my sister-in-law, and Kyong, my nephew, thank you for being here. And there's 2 friends that I just want to quickly acknowledge. Mr. Lee and Mr. Wood. My 2 childhood friends, and I actually told them that they got to come because otherwise I cannot know anyone else here. So they're actually here keeping company, so that's very good. All the aunties and uncles from KL to Ipoh, thank you very much. And all the locals, uncles and aunties, welcome to this great party. And I will try not to spoil it for you, Lee, by trying to come to a stop at some stage. Move on. So that's thank you part. So thank you everyone for coming. I think I will just skip a couple of parts. There's supposed to be one emotional part where I'm supposed to perhaps share the feelings, how I felt today, giving away my little girl, who has just, blossomed, quite a few years back actually. No, that's not true. I think what I'll do is I'll go to the part where I'm supposed, as the elderly, I can claim to be elderly, so I'm supposed to give some good marital advice to the newlywed couple. So I'll try my best. I know it's not my forte. Well, as we all, I was going to use the word original. I don't think for the first father of bride speech, as inaugural, or debut, speech. So I checked the internet, as with all of us these days, check the internet, try to look for, and let me tell you, there's lots of fatherofbrides.com. So much that advice, so many advisors, so many wisers as well in all this. But by the end of the day, I get very confused. I'm not sure what the advice is, you know. And if I get confused, it's very difficult for me to relay across to Celine and James. So what I did was try to look for some of my old reference guides.
How many drinks have you had?
I hardly drank, so can you imagine if I start drinking? Yeah. Okay, reference guides on dispensing marriage, marital advice. No? So the first that I came across that I could think of was Kung Fu Panda. I'm not sure whether you have seen the movie Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda. Yeah. And do you remember the part where I think the Panda Expo, right? Yeah, talking to Mr. Ping and asking Mr. Ping for the secret recipe to the gorgeous noodle soup. You know, the noodle soup is the most famous in that part of town. You know, everyone goes to have the noodles because of the excellent noodle soup and so forth. And so ask what are the secret ingredients that you put in there? And Mr. Ping, the noodle maker, soup maker, said, actually there's nothing. There's no secret in making this soup. You can create something special if you believe that it's special. I think that's the first bit of advice from Kung Fu Panda. Okay, the second one is of course the secret scroll. Well, Sunny is trying to not fall asleep or cringing because I threatened him that I will talk about Panda, the Kung Fu Panda. But anyway, the secret, the Dragon Scroll, if you recall that show, there was nothing. You know, it was an empty scroll. And I think this is what I just want to. I'll pass you the empty scroll, please, James, because you would take your journey through life for the next many decades, and you will write your own script. And you write your own story. Okay, so which means to say that Panda said there's no advice that I can give. So the next guide that I came across was I thought, okay, and this is the final guide. Don't worry, yeah, okay, I'll try to keep within time. And forgot that. Oh, already. Okay. I just want to invoke the words and the spirit of a very old friend of ours, a family friend. We love to read and we admire this, we appreciate a lot of these works of Khalil bin Gibran. So I thought that for today, I will just, of course I can't remember all of it, right? So I need to type it out actually. I typed it out myself. So this is actually a poem from the eye of the prophet. Gibran actually is a Lebanese poet and who lived in the 1900s. So he's long gone, but his poem lives on. And there's a particular poem on marriage that, yeah. And I think I'll just try not to butcher the beautiful poem, okay? Yeah. That's the problem, I can't put the big way. Yeah. Well, it's on marriage, no? As we all know, I should guess. Together, you shall be forever. Together, you shall be together when the white winds of death scatter your days. Yes, you shall be together even in the memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not the burden of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone, as even the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together. for even the pillars of the temple stand apart. And the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow. Well, that's the poem. And just to reiterate the main points, let there be, it's about togetherness, but let there be spaces in your togetherness. Don't crack each other's style up, okay? Yeah? And let the winds of the heavens dance between you. I think going back today, there's lots of winds that you can send down from heaven. So I think you're very blessed. Love one another, but not make a bond or burden of love. Sing and dance together, be joyous, but let each one of you be alone. You are separate and you are an individual. Give your hearts, but not totally into each other's keeping. Don't take each other for granted. And stand together, yet not too near together, for even the pillars of the temple need stand apart for strength and mortality. So I think with this, I'd just like to finish by wishing both Celine, my beautiful daughter, and James, love and happiness always. May you be blessed with happiness that grows, and with love that lasts and is enduring. And finally, go forth and multiply. Yeah, because I'm supposed to do one other thing. I'm going to do a song and dance. No, that's not good. We thought that it would be, it should not just be my speech, the bride father's speech, because the bride's mother has a big part to play in her life as well. So with that, I'll just like to as now Sunny is looking at me, it's the right thing to do, because as we all know in our family, the woman always has the last say. So I'm not sure where, yours is a bit different. In our family, the woman always has the last say. And I'll just ask her to come and say a few words. And as we all know too, in our family, when we say a few words for the women, we're not very sure how many words. But sometimes when she'll say, "Can I have a word with you?" it will go on for days. I think with that, I will ask Evelyn to...
Thank you, Dad. Okay, thanks very much. Actually, we had a little fight over the speech because he refused to tell me what he was going to say. And because I'm lined up as number 4, it's very hard to say, to plan your speech, because you'll be repeating what people have said, right? So I'll skip all the thing, but I must say that I have one little correction to make, because he named all the countries, Canada, America, blah, blah, blah. He forgot that we have a friend from AD. Not BC and AD as in AD, Abu Dhabi. And this is Stephen Lee, who is the herder for the day, meaning that he had to make sure that all the women and all the guests got on the buses. Now, why he was chosen? Because since he comes from Abu Dhabi, very spacious, a desert place, where people are used to herding sheep, right? So I thought he would be the best person to try to, make sure he gets all the wandering women with their feathers in their hair together and get on the bus. So a big cheer for our friends from AD. Of people who are not James' colleagues, not his friends, but they told me I'm free of their buddies, really buddies. Okay, the buddies there, yes. Thank you so much. Okay, buddies. And I mistook Celine's friends from Bright Vision Hospital. As I said, I did from Better Vision, but that's actually my optometrist. Okay, I said no, not Better Vision, anti-Bright Vision. Thank you, all those bright people from Bright Vision. Now, a few things to comment. This is what I picked up from what people say. One is the proposal, which actually the father was very worried, because I told the father, do you know James got her a diamond ring from Tiffany? Which of course I didn't get, right? And he proposed on top of the Empire State Building. And the father got worried. He said, why Empire State Building, huh? I said, because Celine says no, he may jump. So it's very convenient. No, sorry, of course it's not that. Okay. And the father didn't like what I said. Okay. And then also I'd like to give a little comment about what Audrey said, that James was in 35, Celine was in 35, and they used to play at 35. I got very worried. Then luckily she said at different times. Yes. And also, when I found out about James, I said, how old is James? And then she said, James is 10 years older. And James is Mark's best friend. And James used to be in Audrey's house. So when I met James for the first time, I asked him, have you ever seen Celine? I wanted to find out whether they actually played together when they were young. Then he said, yes, I remember a pair of twins. I said, huh. Luckily he didn't say at that time I already fell in love with her, because it didn't sound quite right, because he'd be 16 and she'd be 6, you know. So anyway, as I said, then the first time I met James was actually in cyberspace when I was in Australia, and she showed me this Facebook thing which I didn't know what it was about, but I saw his face. She said, you know, his friend Audrey. It's okay. So that was the first time I met James. And then when I saw him, I said, gee, he reminds me of something. I can't remember who. Okay. And then I kept looking at him and I said, never mind, okay. Then when they got registered, and I showed the photos of them, I looked at them, and Kim, my dear friend, said, hey, this is what they call in Cantonese 夫妻相, meaning that husband and wife, they look alike, they resemble each other. They look like brothers and sisters, which is most often. Then I realized that actually James does resemble Bunka, father. And I'm not wrong, because Bunka showed the same photo to his colleagues, and they asked Bunka, is that your son? So then I recall, I said, okay, now I know who he resembles. He resembles the father. So I've actually not got a son-in-law, I got a son. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Okay. Basically, you fit into our family because of the characteristics. So it's like really dating itself. Okay. Right. And then, okay, Mr. Yong said something about empty wanton mee and empty scroll and empty what. I just hope your pockets are not empty. Not empty, because you're going to bring up my daughter. Okay. Just want to say that I'm very blessed. We are very blessed to have James join our family. I have never been happier than to see my daughter looking so happy and so radiant. Today, I think it's every mother's dream that the daughter will be happy on the wedding day. And why I didn't cry? Because I'm so happy for her. I didn't even cry with joy because my heart is just overflowing with happiness for the both of them. And I think that I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed the way God has gotten together through Audrey, and that house in 35, number 35 in section 40 is very special. We actually lived there for 7 months when our house was being renovated. James has been there before, Celine also had been there before, they played in the house before. So, you know, there's so many things that ties together. So I think that's wonderful. And I like to also thank a group of very, very special people who have played a very important role in my daughter's life. All the aunties, and you will know who the aunties are because they all have something on their plate. So you see those who are very feathers and flowers, I think these people either from Tanjung Rambutan or but they wanted to wear something to identify themselves as aunties who have played a very special role in my children's life, right, Celine's life, okay? All the special aunties who have spent some crazy times with us, who have watched Celine grow into the beautiful person she is. So a big hand for the aunties here. And last but not least, also for Sister Teresa, who's really a nun, and today she's in heaven, she's not with guys. So it's not part of the, because last time she was wearing something else and someone asked me, is she really a nun? I said, yes, she is. So this is a habit and she's a real nun. Sister Teresa has played a very important role in our lives as well. Brothers of Joy, a lot of prayers has actually helped to make this day such a happy occasion. And I'd like to end by asking you to raise our glasses once again to thank God for His blessings on all of us, to thank God for this happy day, and to ask for His blessings on this special day for this lovely couple. So cheers and thank you, God. Amen. chocolate, and we have alcohol. That is your dessert. Do enjoy the desserts that are coming up before we wrap up our feasting for today. Thank you. Mingling and chattering to everyone. So before we end, I'll pass the mic on to them.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining Celine and myself in celebrating our marriage. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my relatives for joining us today. In particular, my sister, Laura, who traveled all the way from America, and my brother Michael, who traveled an even longer way from Canada to be with us on this special day. I would also like to make special mention to thank all of you who traveled from Australia, England, Malaysia, and took the time to be with us today. Thank you, Auntie Jill, Kapui, Rob, Uncle Lee, Kathleen, Fritz, May, Sunny, and a whole contingent of Malaysian supporters who are too many to mention now for making the effort to be here today.
This part is my granny, Jaja. 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 Jaja, ขอท่านมีไว้สิงคโปร์ค่อนข้างแก่คุณ
Okay, we need to especially thank our cultural consultant, Auntie Kim, and Sister Teresa, for ensuring that we check all the right boxes for our weddings. Thank you for your patience and guidance, for all your hard work, and in making our wedding so successful.
At this point, I need to mention my wonderful colleagues for manning the fort while I am away. Thank you for keeping my spirits up when I got very busy and very bitchy about the wedding. Yeah, you know what happened. It's not a good time in my career. For providing me the physical and emotional support when I needed it the most. I need to especially mention my amazing assistant, Jesslyn, who not only has been bravely running the show without me, but who also took on the task of designing and making my ang pao box. Jesslyn, I know I asked you to do a lot of unusual things at work, and this in particular must have been supremely odd, but you have never judged me. And in fact, you took on the task very enthusiastically, so thank you so much. To my boy bitches, Nick, Austin and John, thank you for your friendship and your laughter, and for stepping up to take on the many miscellaneous roles for the wedding, for helping to fill in the gaps when I really needed people to help me at the church. Thank you.
I wish to thank my manufacturing colleagues for taking time from work to attend my wedding today. Thank you, boys. To my new mom and dad, thank you for bringing up the girl of my dreams. Celine is the warmest, most open, generous and affectionate person I come across. She stood out from other girls I know, and I love her affectionate nature. I love every moment being with her, and I know I will miss her, especially when I have to work long hours. She is sensitive, humorous, bears her emotions outside, and chatty, unlike me. And I can't imagine my life without her. She challenges me to be better myself and made me want to do more for her. Celine was brought up with strong family values, and she treats me with respect and considers my feelings besides her own. All this I know is the byproduct of the upbringing we gave her, and thank you for everything you have done and made her to be today.
Even though James's parents are not here today, I still wish to extend my gratitude and love to Laura and Michael. Laura, thank you for being an amazing sister-in-law, for always giving so generously, and for being a pillar of support for both me and James. Laura and Michael, thank you for welcoming me into your family and for truly making me feel that I belong. I am truly lucky, very, very lucky to be a part of your family. And I thank you for always being so generous and warm towards me.
Finally, we would like to thank all of our remaining guests for taking the time to celebrate our marriage today. Thank you for all your generous gifts and well wishes. We hope you all enjoy yourself already. Thank you.
Oh, that's it, what she said. Over. Please, if you are still eating your desserts, please do enjoy desserts. No need to scoff it down, no hurry. What we'll be doing now is to actually proceed with the Chinese tea ceremony that will be done between the family members. But everyone here is more than welcome to watch us being served tea, which is a very nice kind of feeling. And my grandmother who's making her way. So if mother of Celine. For those of you who are not familiar with what is going on, there's my Auntie Kim, who is the couple's Chinese cultural advisor. So she's the one who gives well wishes, and she gives them well wishes, and she is coordinating the whole sequence of who is giving tea. My father is a bit uncertain right now, so that's why Kim is here.
Okay, can you see now? Yeah, okay.
Now you did that. Now you did that. Next year, you have to promise a boy for the father and a girl for the mom. How are you going to make it? I don't know, and I don't know. My duty ends. Hey, you never try to say after that. After that,
Okay, Niku and Uncle Y will be next. Niku and Uncle Y. I think yes, they are. This is my Niku is my father's sister, and that's her husband, my Uncle Y. Okay, next will be Uncle Wunjun and Auntie Jo. This is my father's elder brother. our maxi cab, Uncle Henry, who's a little whiz, who's been coordinating our transport. So anyone who needs to go back on his transport, he's outside waiting if you need a taxi cab.
After you change seat. Yeah, very nice.
Then, oh my, where's my mother? Then anyone else from your side? No one, huh? Done.
Okay, then your mom's side, I believe your second combo.
And my auntie Jill, now we are moving to my mother's, the bride's mother's side. So my auntie Jill will be the first one who will be served tea. Next up would be my mom's sister, elder sister, Auntie Belinda, and Uncle James, another James that time. and her husband Michael.
Reflection of the yeah, at last, here we are. See what happened to very nice, James. You are learning.
Oh, of course, Allah, not me. My godmother, Annie.
Mama waited long time. Yeah, Mama very thirsty. So Mama drink up every drop. Both of us. Yes. Doesn't matter. What happened that it's very doesn't matter. It just happened that they're very faster than you. Listen to the minister. Why are you doubting me? Nó biết chạy chạy này về. Ta nghe đi xem. Cái này cũng làm là. Just a different but you are still at it. Whether you like it or not. Pagi dia aku minum dia punya teh dulu mah. Okay, where's the boy? Now you are sit down. Your brother, your little brother. brother got to serve the brother.
Next up is Sunny. Sunny has to serve the wedded couple tea because he's the younger brother. This is the advantage of having a 7 years younger brother. James, your turn to sit now. Yes. Please sit down. My brother serving you tea.
Sunny, you got to serve tea to your new brother-in-law. Well, you can always threaten him. Yeah. You want to? Okay. Now for your set. Yeah, me, drink.
So now we move on to Jane's side.
Yes.
So Jane,
Your sister or your brother?
My sister.
Wait, your uncles, you have uncles here.
James's uncles first. Uncles first. So eldest uncle first. So James's eldest uncle first. Correct.
It's my mother's.
Oh, okay, your
Mother's brother or who? Mother's sister's husband.
I do anything also no point.
So Kaufu is up next with his wife.
Spider-Man, Kaufu is spider, isn't it?
This is James's youngest brother and his wife. Okay, next up is Laura, James's sister.
Yes, see? So that they all it's all going according to culture, tradition.
Yes, minister.
Yeah, I'm the minister. Today I rule. And then
Next up is Michael, James's brother.